Yeah, our next session. It's about 3:15 in the afternoon, and it's pretty cool. So we're gonna do today what we did with Alpha a couple days ago. We're gonna do it with Beta. We're gonna put the tarp on his back. So you're watching. Remember, they're slightly different dispositions. Of course, isn't that true, especially with horses? Okay, he's being a little bit more resistant than Alpha was. And Alpha's here to watch. And the goat boys are over there at the sheds. They don't realize that we're training right now. I think when they see us here, they'll come over. Both of them are in shed 1. I like it that they feel comfortable to roam around. A little bit of wind, which we didn't have the other day, so the tarp might fly around. What we wanted to do was just make sure they're okay. Like, let's say we want to put a blankie on them. Oh, so it kind of fell off again. That's okay. All right, he's saying, what is that thing? By the way, horses generally don't even like to walk on tarps. Okay, and here come the goat boys. They realize that we are training, so they're coming over. They're galloping. Tails are wagging. Okay, little bit of trouble, which I anticipated. But, well, it'll take a little bit more repetition with Beta. We know that. See, now when he moves around, he feels it, he hears it. Okay, he says, I know it. I didn't even warn him that they were going to be in school this afternoon because I didn't know we were going to do it this afternoon, but scheduling suggested it, and Tavis and I were both available, and the weather is accommodating. All right, I'm happy with that result. We can call that our moment of resolution with Beta. And now we're going to do what we did with Alpha at the last show. We're going to introduce them to a lariat. And here it is. It's a kid's lariat. Alpha was pretty good with it. It's lightweight, it's colorful. And I brought an adult lariat out as well today. It's much longer, it's not colorful. It will make more noise when you swing your loop, etc. I just brought it out, put it on my roping steer because we are going to be practicing out here with roping when the alpacas are around. We're even going to rope them. And we're going to offer roping lessons to community families. Okay, now we're watching again. How is Beta behaving differently? A little bit more skittish. Okay, we've learned how to calm them down, lead them around. Oh, he's being resistant. Yeah, and if you go back and forth, you're more likely to get forward motion than if you try to go in a straight line. And there's our corridor that we use. And here are the goat boys right here in the training area, in the tacking area. One of these days they're going to get tacked too. I actually looked at all my rope halters. None of them were small enough to use on a goat. I'm trying to find it online. Okay, what we did, but I want them to be a little bit more relaxed. It's just going to take them longer. I know that. what we did the other day was we had Tavis holding Alpha. It was about right here. And I was doing some roping of that cone with the kids' rope. So they saw it swinging in the air. They heard it. I'm desensitizing them to a kid's lariat. He's still being a little bit resistant. Now the technique of getting him to go forward is go left and right in a spiral way, to not look at them, but to give and take with the lead line. If you can't get livestock to go straight and line forward, it's good to go back and forth to the right and to the left in the forward direction. And for those viewers who haven't seen the Alpha video from a couple days ago, we're just taking a break from saddle training and ground driving for cart training. We're just going to do this for a change. We're going to go back to saddle training, ground driving, cart training. We've got fall weather starting in a week or two. On Urban Alpaca Girl Show, we show you what works and doesn't work. We don't just show you the final outcome. We show you how we got there. And I did the same thing with my Morgans and mini cows for decades in Santa Cruz, and I have hundreds of shows on YouTube called the Urban Cowgirl Show, 3 words. I'm using similar techniques with my alpaca boys, and then I'm hoping we'll do it also with my goat boys. Now, Blackie is investigating the roping steer. And he was sniffing the adult rope that I have hanging there on the horns. Let's give him a moment to do so. Brownie is still in the tacking area. Let's see what he decides to do. He's watching. They're actually looking to see what we're going to do. So Tavis is doing well, keeping Beta focused on our requests. There is another cone there. It's covering a pipe that's coming out of the ground, but if we have 2 interested children who want to learn how to rope, we can be doing them both at the same time. We'll have those activities published, and we'll be asking for donations. Okay, now you remember you kind of stood there. If you take a few more steps, Beta's still resisting. Kind of give and take, give and take. Okay, now he's resisting more than I would have expected at this point in the lesson. Okay, a little bit more. Request a little bit more pressure to give us the right answer. Alpha's hanging out there with us. Blackie, Brownie are here in the small training area next to the tacking area, and they're investigating my kids' rope. Now, livestock are individually colorblind depending upon what livestock they are. Alpacas don't see the full spectrum, neither do horses. I don't know yet about goats. I'll look that up on the internet one of these days soon. These two goats are blue-eyed. Buddies. They really like my little Min Pin Mix dog. They were nose to nose this morning and they wanted to come into the house. And my little Min Pin Mix dog seemed to be receptive to that idea, but I wasn't yet. Okay, when you're comfortable, come back here. And you were out kind of sitting there on the roping steer and letting him hear things. The noises that were being made with the rope and seeing the rope. Yeah, kind of zigzag. And remember, you take the camera. I'll walk over to you and give it to you when we've got Beta where we want him to be observing. He's still resisting a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'll go behind him and make that little cluck sound. Okay. And then we'll calm him down by rubbing him on his neck. And I'm going to carefully walk over here and hand the camera to Tavis. And then I'm going to do just what I did with Alpha. Start swinging the loop. Forming the loop. Swinging it. Throwing it. You can make a smaller loop, so I'm gonna, this is how you manipulate a rope. Being careful not to make any kinks in it. So I've got 2 coils in my hand. And Blackie is very interested in the tape that's on these cones. Let me ask him to move. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, he listened. Those sounds you hear all the time with horses. Why not use them with alpacas and goats? Okay, now, just swinging it so he sees it overhead. It's making a little whooshing sound, but he's not even paying attention to that. Now he is a little bit, he just saw it. And then yesterday I was successful a couple times to get my target. Got it, first time. Look at that, and then I pulled slack. It made a sound. Beta jumped a little bit. He's watching out of his left eyeball, peripheral vision. I used to learn how to rope with Ed Cohn, and I believe he still has a school. It's Ed Cohn Roping School in San Mateo County. I loved doing it. I didn't want to be pulling the cows around. I just wanted to learn how to rope. And then one day, when I was on the Stanford lands, a vet was trying to save a cow who was stillborning a dead calf, and the cow wouldn't stand for him. So they called me because they knew I knew how to rope, and they called me out to the pasture. I had my rope in the car. I roped the cow in just a couple of loops, tied the coils, the lead line, the rope line around a tree, stopped the cow. The vet pulled the dead calf out, and then the cow was released. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to learn how to rope. Okay, here's another reason, because a roping skill is very useful. Now let's see if I can get it this time. I'm going to go farther back. It's very important when you're roping to concentrate on both your swing and letting the coils drop as needed, because you're never sure, if you're following a running cow, how far away you're going to be when it's time to try to throw the loop. And one of the reasons that people often miss the target is that they forget to drop the coils to give you the length to the rope that you need to catch the cow. Got it again. Okay, means I'm getting better. I actually will be coming out here to do some practice roping, because it's been a while since I've done this. I'll come on. One of the reasons I'm leaving the roping steer out here, but I'm going to now coil up this rope and put it on the other horn of this roping steer. This roping steer was made for me by a carpenter friend in Woodside, and I've loved it all these decades. Okay, and I'm just going to show you and show Beta. It's not colorful. This isn't a real heavy, long rope, but it's certainly more than the kids' rope. I'm going to walk over here when I'm closer to his ear. Notice when I swing over my head. There's a lot of wrist work involved. And I'm not going to throw it onto Beta now, but I am going to come closer. Touch him, he's kicking back. He's not sure what it is, you see. He's confusing. It's all right. 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 Yeah, he's definitely confused. What is that thing? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Good boy. And then what we did next, if you recall, we went back into the tacking area. We put this rope around his neck and pulled a little bit of slack. We're going to do that in a moment, but I've done it now to his left side. You always want to do these training things to both sides. It's like they've got two brains. Okay, so now I'm going to try to make the sound. I don't blame him for moving his head back like that, because I went pretty close to his eye. He's watching me with his right eye peripheral vision. Okay, now I'm going to walk up to him. By the way, in the process of training my little mini zebu cattle, I came to the conclusion that they have tremendously wonderful peripheral vision, much more than horses, more than alpacas, now that I've experienced alpacas. Now let's see. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. There you go. He's not even kicking out yet. There you go. It's all right. It's all right. His ears are back. He's concerned. Alpha's not even watching right now. Okay. All right. Is that a good moment of resolution? Well, maybe a second earlier would have been better, so I'm going to approach him again. I don't want him to feel like it's the right answer to scurry away. It's all right. It's all right. Remember, he's never done this in his life. He doesn't know what I'm asking from him. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And I talk like that to try to make them realize these are words of, you're doing well. Don't worry, it's all right. I'm gonna keep my coils down, but I'm gonna bring my loop up. It's all right, it's all right. It's all right. Okay, I'm gonna put this adult rope back on the roping steer, and you're gonna, I'll take the camera in a moment, you're gonna walk in, and I'm gonna hand you the kids rope, the colorful kids rope, and we're gonna put it around his neck, and not pull slack at first. And watch how I drop it, because I'm not sure the coil is not sitting where I want it to be, so I'm dropping it. I'm putting the coils in my left hand, more like what I want. Then I'm gonna build my loop. This is all language that you learn when you're roping. Build my loop, and there we go. So I'm going to hold that in my left hand, take the camera, watch Beta go into the tacking area. Of course, if I had a child here, we've got to give them the opportunity to do all of these things. It will take some time. But first, we've got to make sure that Beta and Alpha are not going to freak out. Okay, so we're back in the tacking area, which is a nice small area. Always have a small area where you can tack up. And then Tavis is taking the loop, and he's going to do what he did with Alpha yesterday. He's going to put it over Beta's head. Now, he might freak out. We'll see. You'll see. It's all right. Alpha didn't. He didn't freak out. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I figured so. he was more like, yeah, okay, he's got it on there. Okay, you can pull slack carefully. We don't want to pull slack suddenly. And remember, now we've got the lariat around his neck, as well as the halter on his nose and the lead line. Okay, we don't want to get into trouble here of having him freak out and then having the lariat tighten around his neck without meaning to. Now, we have to give some thought to getting it off. Okay, so due to the importance of repetition, we're going to do it one more time. I can tell you that so far, Beta is getting an A. And so did Alpha. Not an A+, because there were a little bit of issues, but I didn't know what to expect, but they were reasonable. Okay, he's trying to get it on his head. And Tavis doesn't know how to rope, but he's standing right next to him. And by the way, you don't want to have your hand that close to the Honda. Yeah, that's better. There. Very nice. Pull slack, not real hard. Let me walk around here to show the viewer where the rope is. It's touching him on his breast, on his back. His ears aren't way back or anything like that. Now we're going to take it off. Let's see what he thinks. That was fine. That's our moment of resolution. Okay? This is going to be however long it took today to show you our first roping lesson with Beta. And that will be the title of my video when I upload it. And if you want to follow this kind of lesson, when you search YouTube, say alpaca roping training or rope training, and you'll find it on YouTube. That's all for today. If you have any comments, soniasokolow@gmail.com, and or comment right on the video. Subscribe, please, and you'll know when we what we do next and when we do it. And let's look to see if the goat boys, they've left. They're free to run this property every day until about 6 o'clock. Then they choose to come to their safe yard with lattice on the fence so that nothing can come in. Alpha has lost interest. He's eating the green grass. We're putting our tack away, and we're going to open the gate for Beta, and Tavis will go around and make sure all the gates are open as they are expecting it. Yes, look, he's kicking up his heels. He knew that was an important lesson. He knew he did well, in my opinion. But we'll see what the next lesson brings. And that's all for today. Sonia Sokolow, the Urban Alpaca Girl, SONYASOKOLOW @gmail.com. I watch email day and night if you have any comments or questions.